Hey, so today I'm going to talk to you guys about supplements. I know one of you guys specifically mentioned B group vitamins, or they're also called B complex vitamins. I actually used to be on them, but real quick, I want to show you guys what I'm having for lunch. Maybe it could inspire you guys for a smoothie recipe. Basically, right here, I'm not having tomatoes in my smoothie. I ripped up like I think it's like 7 bananas or something. That was all that could fit in my blender, and then I just juiced like 6 or 7 oranges. I drank some of the juices; it's too filled up, but. So yeah, it's really simple. I just put it in the blender and just drink that. That'll be like my lunch. So anyway, yeah. So B vitamins, like I used to be on a B complex group, and actually my neurologist told me to get off of that, basically because of vitamin B6, which is in there, and B6 is really pretty easy to overdose, and that can actually lead to more peripheral neuropathy, which a lot of us already deal with anyway. So you don't want more of that. And so basically, I'll go over B vitamins right now. I'm just reading this from Wikipedia, so some of you may think this is credible, some of you may not. So, B1, no known toxicity. B2, no evidence of toxicity. B3, if you have over 3,000 milligrams a day. I'm not going to list like what the actual toxicity symptoms are because I mean that would take a whole video in itself. B5, no known toxicity, and B6, like I just said, like that can be a pretty common toxicity. B7, no known. B9 can actually mask the deficiency of B12. If you get like too much B12, you'll have like permanent neurological damage. Something we also still don't want because a lot of us already have that. And B12 can cause like an acne like rash, so like things like so. That was just B vitamins specifically, and like a B complex group, since like there's no just one B vitamin, like there's B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B9, and B12. So I mean, other than like vitamin C, like there's just one vitamin C, ascorbic acid. But so B vitamins are mainly like they help with metabolism. They're useful, like your body needs them for like your nervous system. Because if you have too much of it, it can affect your nervous system. If you have too little, it can affect your nervous system. But like most of us don't really need any sort of supplement. You can just get it from your food. If you can't get all the vitamins and nutrients you need from your food and you need a supplement, maybe you should rethink your diet. Like, that's why I'm not real big on vitamins. Right now, currently though, I am taking B12, just because B12 is a really long issue. I can make a whole video about that. Because it used to be in our soil a long time ago until modern farming techniques sort of like stripped it from the soil. So like you used to be able to eat it in like bananas and stuff like that, but now you can't. And like pretty much all of the food, like all of the animals that are supposed to be so high in B12 are being injected by the farmers, because if animals can't get it from the ground, like we can't get it from the ground, then they're not getting B12, and then we're not ingesting the B12. So all of our sources are fortified, whether you're eating meat or not. All of our sources of B12 are pretty much fortified now. So I'm on that, and like right now I'm also on vitamin D, because it's not really found in plant foods, but most of the time I get it from the sun. But it's upstate New York and it's getting closer to winter right now, so just to make sure that I don't get any sort of deficiency, I'm just on vitamin D right now. It's also good for like your bones, which can prednisone affects the metabolism of vitamin D, like in the small intestines where you absorb most of your minerals and stuff. Anyway, so my neurologist told me to go on vitamin D, because prednisone affects how you metabolize vitamin D, and also because I'm not getting it from the sun, which is your best source of vitamin D is from the sun. So right now I'm just on B12 for that and vitamin D for that reason. I'm also just on a multivitamin. Once that runs out, I'm not going to get any more. It's just because I used to be big on supplements before I found like raw veganism. Actually, I logged all the supplements I used to take. It was a lot of supplements. It took like 9 supplements. It just got expensive, and then I don't take any supplements now, and I never felt any difference. I didn't like my energy levels or like my recovery or anything didn't like go down like once I stopped taking supplements. Like, so that's why I don't think they were working. Like, I think the only reason you should really take supplements is either to prevent a deficiency or to treat a deficiency. Like say you're anemic, which means like low iron, and you want to get your iron levels up quickly because having low iron is not good. So then maybe you could take like a liquid iron, because it's more absorbable than just like a pill form of iron. And then during that time, I'll try to do some research, figure out which foods have a lot of iron. Spinach has a lot of iron, kale has a lot of iron. I mean, sometimes I log what I eat and I see how much iron I get, and it's like a couple hundred times my daily value of what I actually need. So like I have extra stores of iron. So like if I I like go a couple days without getting any sort of iron really, then I'll be fine. So I mean, I think they can be okay in like in the short run if you're trying to treat like a deficiency of whatever vitamin or mineral you have. But then after you get your levels up to normal, try to just maintain whatever with like food. And the thing, I don't really like other supplements that aren't like vitamin or mineral based, like things that are like I can't think of any right now. I know like colostrum, which is like no one has a colostrum deficiency. That's just like from cows. Like colostrum is kind of gross if you research like what it actually is. Like all these like people that try to scam you and like try to sell you supplements, they just sell you things that like you've never heard of. Oh, you have a colostrum deficiency. You have like if you've never heard of, oh, you have this deficiency. Like don't take that supplement. Like most people that try to sell supplements are just trying to scam you. They want your money. Like so other than like vitamins or minerals, like if you have a deficiency, then I would say don't really take them. I mean, like I know there's some people that may have like a genetic abnormality, like say pernicious anemia. You know, you can't produce intrinsic factor, so you can't absorb vitamin B12. You could be taking in all the B12 in the world and you won't absorb it if you can't produce intrinsic factor. Then, you know, you have to take like an injectable version of B12. So, you know, some people in like rare cases, you know, you have to take a vitamin deficiency, or like vitamin K if you had like some sort of intestinal surgery or something. So like there are some people that have to take vitamin supplements or whatever. Like, you know, that's fine. But most people can just get all the vitamins and nutrients and stuff that you need from plants and, you know, things like that. So I'm not really for supplements unless, you know, you have to take them. And then even then only for the short run. I mean, I'm only going to be on vitamin D until it gets sunny out again. Then I'm going to be out in the sun getting my vitamin D from the sun. But yeah, other than that, I mean, that's all I can really think about supplements. Just really think about it. Do your research before someone claims like, oh, you'll have more energy, like all these things. Like you'll get more energy if you eat fruits and vegetables. Like that's, those are the best supplements you can get. Fruits, vegetables, leafy greens. I got a case of organic Swiss chard earlier today at the farmer's market. I don't know if you guys can. Yeah, there you go. You can see that. Swiss chard is my favorite leafy green. I just like the flavor of it and stuff. All leafy greens are good. But yeah, so leafy greens are really high in fruits and vegetables, or high in fruits and vegetables. High in a lot of vitamins and minerals. So if you have a deficiency, maybe your supplement could be leafy green vegetables. Have a giant salad. That could be your supplement. I think that's a lot better than taking any sort of pills or anything. So yeah, that's what I think about supplements. So yeah, I hope that helped. I'll see you guys later.